Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Juice Baseball channel, and welcome back to the Cincinnati Reds rebuild here on MLB The Show 22. We are back, and we are ready to take a look at the minor leagues. But first, we've got to do the good old-fashioned Major League Baseball draft. Everybody loves it. I don't know how much scouting I've done. Have I done any scouting? I've done enough scouting, I guess. As good enough as you're gonna get, probably. I don't know what our draft pick is gonna be. I guess we'll have to wait and see. Let's simulate up to it and get to it. We split those games in Boston. But let's go to the first year player draft. It looks like we're gonna have a bottom of the round pick, as you would expect, because we were a really good team last year, winning the World Series. But let's see. We already have a De La Cruz on the squad, but adding another one would not be a bad thing because our De La Cruz is really good. Would this one be just as good? I don't know. Claudio Morales. I always like to get at least one guy with like really, really good potential. We could get this guy, Lee. What a name. He is 23 years old, though. That kind of throws me off already. But I like his name, Rick Ramirez. He doesn't really do anything well, though. Plus, he's ready in 2030, and I don't want that. I do like Juan De La Cruz. He's got really good contact, decent power. I think Juan De La Cruz is going to be my pick. Yes, sir. Juan De La Cruz. We already have a De La Cruz on the team. Might as well add another one to the roster. Oh, I just saw Lee got drafted. We have a competitive balance pick. Awesome. So we've got John Doyle, who we have scouted pretty decently, 80 potential, 19-year-old catcher from Wisconsin. He's a good defensive catcher. Doesn't really do anything special. Devin Hughes, no. David Chone, is it Chone or Con? I don't know how to pronounce your name, so we're not going to draft you. Diego Escobar from Venezuela, really, really talented in terms of he's a Swiss Army knife. He can play all the positions. Dual threat guy. 5-tool player, you could say. And I think I might take him just for the fact that he can play so many different positions. Let's take Diego Escobar. He could be very useful in the future seasons if we need a guy on the bench that can just do everything. And we might end up coming back to this guy, this third baseman. He's got decent contact and decent power. I'm not blown away by either. Is there anybody left that has like crazy power? We've got Wesley Williams, but we don't really know much about him because he's not fully scouted. And it doesn't look like there's anybody else that has like crazy power. This guy, Walt Taylor, it looks like he's going to be fantastic, but we don't know anything about him. So maybe if he's around in another pick, maybe I'll take him. But since I don't know much about him, let's take this David Kahn guy. And you know what? Round 4, if that guy is still there, I'll take him. I don't think he's going to be, but if he is, we'll take him. So power. Walt Taylor, was that the guy? Was it Walt Taylor? I think it was. Yes, it was Walt Taylor. So let's take Walt Taylor. We'll take a flyer on him. I don't know if he's going to be good. He's probably going to be horrible, and those stats are not going to be anything like what they say they are. But hey, that's the fun of drafting sometimes. You take a flyer on somebody if they happen to be really good. Awesome. This guy, Ed Nishi, oh, hello. We actually have him pretty decently scouted, but he is 23, but he's ready in 2027, so can't hate that, and he's fast. He was one of the fastest guys left on the board. He was the fastest guy left on the board, and now we have one pick remaining. Pick? And let's just take one of these guys that have 80 potential. They're not going to be 80 potential. They're not going to be good. But we don't really have any other options. This guy looks pretty good, and he's a starter. Let's take Dennis Link as our final pick. All right. Who knows if those players are going to be any good? Let's take a look at the signing. And, okay. So we've got 83 potential on Juan De La Cruz, which is not bad. B potential guy for late first round. Not horrible. He's got really good contact, but he's got no power. Not what I like to see out of my second baseman. I like my second baseman to be able to pop a home run every once in a while. Doesn't look like he can do it. Ooh, Diego Escobar is a switch hitter. I don't think I even noticed that. A switch hitting second baseman. What did we get him for? I think we got him for his defensive skills, maybe? I don't remember. David Chon. He's bad, 48 overall. He's going to take a while to develop, if at all. Walt Taylor, this is the guy that had the really good stats, and it looks like it's not exactly what they said, but it's not too far off. Decent contact, decent power. Not really like the fastest guy in the world, but you know what? For a 4th-round pick, I don't hate that. He's got pretty good stats. He could develop. He could develop if given the right time. This is the guy that we took purely for speed, and he is 88 speed, 75 stealing, 79 base running aggressiveness, good contact for a young guy. Well, he's 23, but he played a little bit in Japan, I'm assuming. Not really good potential, but he could turn out to be a nice, like, you need a pinch runner. It could turn out to be him. And then our very last pick, Dennis Link, ends up being B potential, 81 potential. And he could develop. He certainly could develop. He's not ready now at a 55 overall. He's not ready to be like AAA or anything. But he could turn into be something. And we got 2 guys that are already in the 70s in Nishi and Taylor. So next season, they could be in AAA. They could certainly. I might even put Walt Taylor in AAA just to see how he does next year. So I'm definitely signing him up. I'm signing Juan De La Cruz up. I'm signing Diego Escobar up. I'm signing Dennis Link. I'm signing Nishi. And I'm signing David Cone, the Con Man. I don't know. David Con? I don't know how to pronounce his name. But all these guys are signed up. We've drafted everybody. We signed everybody. Perfect. And now we can go take a look at this minor league team and see how each one is doing. The AA guys are up first. We will see how they do. Everybody seems to be okay right now. Nobody's really like popping off the page impressive. It doesn't seem like. We got some guys with some decent home runs, decent RBIs, some okay averages, but nothing super crazy. As far as pitching, Mark Pulido is actually pitching really well as the ace, but Brian Medina not really living up to expectations, so we might have to switch these boys out. Let's put Joe Galarraga. He was in the bullpen. Now he comes in and will be a starter because Brian Medina is really, really bad right now. So I think we'll jump in and we'll use Mark Pulido, whatever game he's pitching. Maybe Luis Castilla. I don't know. Both of them are pitching pretty well. And then the AAA team, we'll take a look at them a little bit later in the episode. But it looks like Robbie Martins is playing well, and so is Taj Bradley, so that's a good sign. Everybody's pitching really well in AAA. That's a good sign. All right, so let's take a look at some AA action. So Pulido's going up against the Montgomery Biscuits, but I don't really want to play. We play the Biscuits all the time. I don't really want to play the Biscuits, so we will simulate a few more days. Let's simulate the big league club. We take 2 of 3 against the Rays, which is good. We still have an 8-game lead over the Cubbies. So now Pulido goes up against Biloxi, and so does Castilla, because there's like a 7-game series against these guys, 6-game series. So we'll play one of those games. But let's simulate this series against the Giants. Robbie Martins is injured, but he should be back. And we swept the Giants in 4. Let's go. Quinn Priester is killing the game right now. Quinn Priester is killing the game. He's got to be in contention, right? No, he dropped out of it. How is he not in contention? He's having a fantastic season. Shohei's still in contention, though, which is good. He's not going to win Most Valuable Player. Juan Soto's probably going to do that. But don't forget, we've looked at targeting Juan Soto, so I haven't forgotten. Trust me, I have not forgotten. Mitch Keller's 1-9. Mitch? All right, so Pulido's game is up and Castilla's game is up. What game do we want to jump into? Do we want to watch Mark Pulido or do we want to watch Luis Castilla? Let's watch and let's play with Pulido. We'll do that. We'll jump in, we'll play this game, play game. We will play the full game, but we'll quick manage after a little bit. Quick counts are on. Pulido will take the mound. Everybody is dead tired. That's crazy. There's no depth on this team at all, but everybody is dead tired. That's going to be an interesting one. Let's jump in and see how this goes.
We welcome you inside Oak Street Park. Minor league baseball from the AA level coming up. It's the Biloxi Shuckers and the Chattanooga Lookouts. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. just about ready to roll. And on the hill in this one, Mark Pulido. What do we need to know here?
Well, he got into the 8th inning his last time out, really pitching deep into games as of late. We'll see today how many innings he's got in him.
So just about set. Now it's the second.
All right, we will do the normal thing where we pitch about 2 innings with the starter, and that should get us a decent amount of time to see the offense, see the hitters, and then we'll quick manage around and see if we need to jump in or anything. Well, we'll pick our moments and stuff. But mainly, it's about seeing Mark Pulido and seeing how good he can be, because he's the future. Or at least, we hope he's the future of the Cincinnati Reds. He's cheap. That's for sure. And that's a quick first inning. First half of the inning. And now we get to see Joey Compton not having a really great season. 198 is what he's averaging right now. And we're swinging for the fences in the first pitch. And that's going to be a ground out to the third base man. Okay. Rough start. But Jorge Yarborough, also dead tired. But he's out here playing. He's a trooper. And he's going to send that to left field. And that is going to be caught. And that is going to be 2 quick outs for the boys. Okay. No big deal. It ain't no thing, because we got Sal Stewart up. And Sal Stewart's sitting on a 3-1 count. Walk me, Kendall. Yes, sir. Sal Stewart extends the inning for Tanner Scoble. Come on, dude. You're hitting 265. You're having a pretty good first half of the season. And he will take a strikeout looking. That was a good pitch. That was a really good pitch. All right, Luis Medina steps up. And that one is going to go to left field. David Wong won't be able to make it. It's in foul territory. I would have been able to get there if it would have dropped into the field of play. That one's also going to left field, but it will curve severely foul. Luckily for us. There's a strikeout for Pulido on the slider. The main man got it. And it's a 3-2 count to Jesus Parra. Not Parara. It's Parra. Wong goes underneath it, and he will wrap her up. Wrap it before you tap it, baby. 2 quick outs. Hector Bravo having a really good year, hitting .309. Fantastic season so far for Hector. Anybody named Hector is dangerous. You know it. And he's sitting on a full count, 3-2, and he will smoke that baseball into left field. Wong will give chase, but Wong will not be able to get there. That ball was absolutely torched to left field. I told you. Anybody named Hector, dangerous. His 6th double of the season. And now Biloxi has a man on second. Scott Ota. He will ground that to Pulido. Great reactions, and that is the inning over. Good job, boys. You love to see it. Cutter Coffee steps to the plate. Another potential future Cincinnati Red. But he will send that to not to left field, to center field. And it'll be caught. First out of the inning. Okay. Let's get some hits strung together here. Eddie Freehand, we've hit a home run with him before. Last season, I think it was. We hit a home run with him when we did this minor league showcase, and he will get a center field single. And that is a 1-out single into center field. David Wong steps to the plate, hitting 7th in the order and hitting .283 on the season so far. Can he move the runner? It doesn't. It does look like he can. Freehand doesn't have enough speed. If he did, we would have sent him home. But David Wong with a double. Good job, David. And now Juan Santana steps to the plate. Runners in scoring position. That has a chance to go over the wall. And it will. 3-run shot. Juan Santana. And the lookouts are on the board. Yes, sir. Big boy shot from Juan Santana. That took a lot of power. And he smokes it over the wall. Javier Batista steps up, hitting in the 9 hole. It seems like Kendall Williams has basically just crumbled here in the second inning. That'll be the second out of the inning. But it's a 3-0 lead for the Lookouts. You love to see it. And that is going to be a check swing called strike 2. 0 for 4, 3 strikeouts for Joey Compton last game. That is not good. This time, he could have a home run here. It's got some carry to it, but it will die at the warning track. Okay. But Juan Santana, he did the dang thing. Boom! Right off the baseball bat. You love to see it. And we're going to go quick manage here for the half inning. They do score a run. That's okay. I still believe in Polito to get the job done. He lets up 2 more runs, but we get 2 runs in the 5th as well. So we take a 5-2 lead. We are going to bring a pitching change in. Let's bring in Mabry. Will Mabry will come in to pitch the 6th, and he does a good job. We'll give him the 7th as well. We shouldn't have given the 7th. He lets up 4 runs, but we tie the game in the 7th, and that is a tie game 7-7. Pitching change comes in. We'll bring in Ben Leeper. I hardly know her. And Ben Leeper will step up with Hector Bravo at the plate. He sends one to center field. Compton's there easily. You love to see it. Beautiful. It's a thing of beauty. Bravo goes down. Let's get in the bullpen here. Let's warm up Keenan Barry, and we'll warm up Daniel Duarte. Just in case we get a nice little 8-1 or 8-7 lead. You never know. Anything can happen. Here comes the 2-2. Ota is behind that one, really late on it. And it shows as he hits that foul. We'll go slider, and that'll get hit to Cutter Coffee at third base. Coffee fields it cleanly, and that is the second out of the inning. The boys be working. 1-1 count to Ben Rortvet. I don't know how to pronounce your name, and it doesn't matter because you're going to get struck out here on this pitch from Ben Leeper. Hardly know her. Exactly. Strikeout looking. Exactly what I prophesized. And now David Wong steps up with a full count going up against Ryan Pack. You going to walk me? He was going to walk me. That slider looked too dangerous. I had to swing at it, I feel like. Full count still. That one is a dangerous one as well. That would have been called strike 3, so had to swing at it. Had to swing at it. Unfortunate, but here comes Juan Santana. He's got the only home run, I'm thinking. I don't know if it's the only. I shouldn't say that. I don't know if it's the only home run of the game for us, but he's got the biggest home run of the game for us with that 3-run shot when we hit it earlier. He's sitting at it. I didn't swing. You cannot call that a strike. Thank you. If they would have called that a strike, we're rioting. We are totally rioting. We're chasing the umpire out of the building. That's going to be up the middle into center field, and Juan Santana gets on base. He's got 88 speed. He's very sneaky fast. You wouldn't think with his size, you wouldn't think he's so fast, but 88 speed's pretty fast. And you know what? I'm going to take a base on a full count. Probably not the smartest idea. Oh, that is a bad idea. That is a very bad idea. Wow, I did not think I was going to break my bat on that. That came back to back. That bit me in the butt, that is for sure. Keenan Barry will step up to the plate. We will jump out of this game, and we will go bottom 9 with a chance to walk it off. Chance to walk her off. Joey Compton will fail. So we have got 1 out in the inning. Okay. Not a big deal. Not a big deal. We've worked with less. Yarborough. I think it's, or Yabera. I don't know how to pronounce your name. Who cares? But I could care if you win us the game, if you walk us off here. That'd be really awesome. I'd be really impressed. He will not get a base hit. Great reactions at shortstop. That is 2 outs in the inning. Sal Stewart steps up. The final chance to walk it off in the 9th. And Sal will send it to center field, but not enough underneath it. And that is free baseball. Not something I wanted. And they get 2 runs. They get 2 runs in the top of the 10th because of that extra base runner on second, the ghost runner. And now we have a 2-run deficit, so we have to score 3 to win the game. Is it possible? Yes, it is, especially when you start out like that. 1 run comes across. It is now a 1-run game. Good job. You love to see it. It's beautiful. And now Cutter Coffee steps up. Come on, Cutter. Something in the outfield would be nice. Cutter Coffee, crazy pitch, and I got caught swinging. Wow, that was a crazy pitch. All right, Eddie Freehand's up. We know he's got power. Just got to get on top of one. And Freehand will send that past the first baseman. Runners on first and second, 1 out. And I think Juan will step up. And the last time, no, it's David Wong. Okay, I think Juan's next after David. Full count to David Wong. If you could walk the bases loaded, I would really appreciate that. He will not. I will ground out for a double play and end the game. Unbelievable. We lose in 10. That's rough. That's a rough way to lose right there, especially because we had it in the bag there. All right. Keenan Berry gets the loss. Unfortunate. Very, very unfortunate. What did I just say? Juan Santana ended up having the only home run of the game for us, so I was right on that. All right, we got to take a look at the AAA team now. So we'll probably take a game that has, let's see. Who do we want to have? Robbie Martin should be back, but I don't really want to follow Robbie. I think we followed him before. Have we? I don't remember. Let's simulate until he gets back. He should be back pretty soon. Mauricio is injured, but Robbie's back. Okay, perfect. Mauricio's also back. So how do we fare in these games? So we lost 2 of 3 against the Marlins and started a series against the Cardinals and beat them. Okay, so we had a little win streak going there, but it does end. Awesome. But we have Martin's back, and he's pitching this game against the Clippers, so we'll play that game. We also beat the Cardinals again, so the Reds have a 10.5 game lead over the Cubbies, which makes me think that we shouldn't make any trades at the deadline. But also, I kind of want to make a trade at the deadline. And I think you guys know the trade that I want to make. But we'll have to wait on that because we are going to follow the Louisville Bats. Let's get this game a-rocking and a-rolling. Robbie Martins will be the man on the mound. We've got all the familiar faces: Rick Chapman, Jay Allen, Herrera, McLean, Hines, Arroyo, Steer, Encarnacion, and Boyd. We will get to see these boys in action. Let's get it.
From inside the booth at Highland Park, AAA action coming at you on the show. It's the Louisville Bats taking on the Columbus Clippers. First pitch coming your way next. Just about set to go now. And on the hill in this one, JT Ginn. And Singy, he likes pitching at home.
No, truly for him, there is no place like home. He's been...
All right, we start with former starting second baseman, or starting third baseman, right? I don't remember where he played. Maybe starting shortstop, whatever. He was starter for a little bit, Rick Chapman, but he gets called for a strikeout, so it doesn't really matter. My explanation of where he played last year for the Reds took longer than his at-bat. That's kind of funny. But Jay Allen also has been up on the big league club for a spell. Plays pretty well in the spring, but he just hasn't really had his time to shine. We've had Alec Thomas in there, and we've had some other guys in the outfield, and he just kind of been lost in the shuffle because his overall isn't been as high as I would like it to be. But that's probably because we've kind of neglected him, I guess you could say. And I'm starting out here with a horrible first inning. And I'm going down 1-2-3. Not a good start. But good old Robbie, he's coming off of his injury, his first game back since the injury. And how is that not called a strike? I mean, what are we doing here? That was clearly in the zone. Come on, ump. Do we need to get the robotic umps? I think we do. Brian Rocchio. We are playing the Guardians. He will send that to right center. Jay Allen's got the wheels. And he's got the ball as well. First out of the inning. There's a lot of potential on this team. So many young players that could come in and help this organization win another World Series. But we've also got a lot of guys on the big league club right now that cost a lot of money because we're in our winning window right now, which is why I've teased the trade for now 2 episodes. Who knows if we'll actually pull it off or not? I really want to. If we're being totally honest, I really want to. But it'll involve a ton of pieces. It'll be a very, oh my God, that would have been a crazy catch by Herrera. It would involve a ton of pieces and to be a very risky trade. It would involve Rick Chapman. We've talked about that. He would be a part of the deal, and I don't know if I want to get rid of Rick Chapman or not. We've got guys in the system that could replace him, but he's just so good. He's like 20 years old or whatever he is, 21 years old, and he's already like an 85 overall. He's so good, which is why I don't really want to get rid of him. And McLean will send that to second base, and unfortunately won't go any farther than that. Rhys Hines, I do like Rhys Hines. He's not really high overall, but he plays well in game. And he will look at a slider that was clearly a ball. 2-2. Come on, Rhys. Give it to me nicely. There it is. Good hit back up to center field, and that's going to be a 1-out single. You love to see it, especially off of JT Ginn. And now it's Edwin Arroyo, another guy that I almost traded. I think last season we almost traded him. He's looking at a 3-1 count, and he's looking at a ball into center field that will get caught and unfortunately not go for a hit. That is bad. 2 outs, 1 runner on. Spencer Steer hitting 199. Come on, Spence. I've got a lot of catchers in this organization. I need you to step it up. A lot of catchers with good potential. That's going to drop, I think. Oh, it carried. It carried a lot. I did not expect it to carry that much. It Mariah carried. That one is going to be foul tip. Let's go slider. Strike him out right here. Nope, he's going to foul that off again. Just stop swinging. There's no need. There's no need to swing. Thank you. Strikeout swanging. You love to see it. Robbie Martins with his awkward delivery, but he gets the job done. That's going to go into right field. Encarnacion's going to give chase. He will make the play. Athletic. Had to turn his head around, shift his body, shift his hips, and he got the play. And that is the 2nd out of the inning. But this one he will not have a shot at. That is going to go over the wall. And the the Clippers are up 1-0. Not what I was expecting from the third batter of the inning. Encarnacion will make this play. Man, they're really making Encarnacion move around those last couple hits. Unfortunately, Joe Lampe, wearing Louisville colors for some reason, I don't know why, but he is the main man who gets the Clippers on the board first. Encarnacion will send that into right field, but it will drift foul. Come on, we need to tie him up. Let's tie these bad boys up. That is going to be a ball. You can't get me that easy. Can't get me that easy. And now, nope, that's also going to be a ball. And JT Ginn's slider, he can't control it right now. Back-to-back horrible locations. And this one is going to be sent into right center field. Encarnacion delivers. Good job. Yes, good job. Now it's Justin Boyd's turn, the 9-hitter, hitting 234, and he's got a full count. And he's got a little blooper. Oh, no, not a little blooper. It's a double play. What a great play by the first baseman. Very impressive. Rick Chapman steps up. That was a great play. Absolutely fantastic play. Rick Chapman will send that into left field, and that'll be the end of the 3rd. Unfortunate. It is unfortunate. Couldn't really do much. We will go to the quick manage section, and we will see how everything plays out. Robbie Martin's doing a good job so far. We do get a run back. I'm going to let Robbie go another inning. I shouldn't have. Robbie will come out, and we will bring in Patino. See if he can hold it down. He doesn't. He allows 3 more runs. And we are top 9. Our final 3 outs. JT Ginn has gone the entire game. And we are going to lose both of these games probably. Man, that's not like us. Usually we get the W. We just haven't had the pitching. Robbie Martin's allowed a couple runs that were unnecessary. And Patino allowed 3 that were totally unnecessary. And they are finally going to pull JT Ginn after 8 1/3. They are finally going to pull him after he walked the leadoff hitter. But the man that they brought in is going to get a double play. Aaron Davenport, maybe. Oh, Reese Hines just beat out the double play, so it ends up being a fielder's choice. I guess that's good that we didn't get the double play, but I kind of would just rather take the double play at this point. We're not going to win this game. There's no way we can rally back and tie this game up. No, especially not because now the double play is going to happen. And there it is. That is the game. The Clippers cook the Louisville Bats, and we fall in both of our minor league games. But I was impressed with what I saw from some of the guys. Maybe not so much with the AAA guys. I was speaking more of the AA guys I was impressed with. The AAA guys kind of disappointed me. But let's finish the month of June, baby. We got to get this over with. We sweep the Cardinals in 4 games. Our last 4-game series, both of our last 4-game series, we've swept all of them. That's crazy. Now we play the Cubs, and we take 2 of 3 against Chicago. We have a 13-game lead over the Cubbies. They are 40-40. We are dominating so far. It is fun to be a Red, and I have not said that in a long time. We have the best record in the league, not by far, but by a good amount. The Angels have 47 wins. That's the next closest. The Tigers have 45. We are cooking the league, basically. Now we play the Brewers, and we swept Milwaukee. We play the Yankees, and we lose 2 of 3 against the Yankees, but you can't win everything. I mean, we've had such a good month of June. Now we play the Pirates, who are just god-awful. 26 games back, and we will... Ooh, first big trade of the season. Cubs acquire Carson Kelly from the Giants. They also get Adel Amador. I think we were talking about possibly trading for him. So he's out of the question. Drew Jones is injured, but we do beat the boys, the Pirates, as you would expect. And we head into the month of June absolutely killing the game. Julio Rodriguez is a dog. Look at those numbers he had. He's got to be in some sort of contention, right? He's not an MVP. Quinn Priester's jumped back in. Thank you, Quinn. I would love to get you in the Cy Young. He's 10-3. So is Shohei. Emmanuel Clase's in contention. Otani's in contention for the Hank Aaron. I think you know where I'm going with this, though. Juan Soto is a guy that I've wanted for a while. I think I could pull the trigger. Let's just finish the series against the Pirates. We swept them. We got a 4-game set against the Padres. We will split 2-2. 61 wins in July. 61 wins in July. 15 games ahead of the Cubbies. We are out of control, ladies and gentlemen. Jordan Romano is headed to the Red Sox from the Phillies for a couple of younger players, and we get swept by the Red Sox. So we played the Red Sox at the beginning of June. We split in a 2-game set. Then in July, we get swept. And we were on the road in Fenway in the first one. Now we're back at home and we get swept. Very interesting. We got a 4-game set against the Phillies. We will play that in the next episode. Oh, we won't play that. We'll simulate that in the next episode because then the Home Run Derby, All-Star Game, trade deadline will be in the next episode. But we are 61-32. We are absolutely dogging the league. Kirilloff's got 21 home runs, 52 RBIs. Vladdy Jr.'s got 14-51. The boys are dogging. Raw dogging it. And I think you know where I'm going with the trade. Juan Soto's been on my mind for a while. I teased it at the end of last episode. I'm teasing it again. I think Juan Soto is the move. He's going to win MVP this year, and if we could bring him into the squad for a postseason push to go back-to-back, I think that is the move. Yes, it would cost a lot. It would cost so much, but it is possible. At least the last time that I checked, it was possible. Whew. Next episode, you do not want to miss. It is going to be a roller coaster. Thank you guys so much for stopping by and watching. I really do appreciate it. If you enjoyed, leave it a like, subscribe to the channel, join the Juice Club. Links are down below in the description for other channels that I have, and the link to this playlist so you can go check out any other of the previous videos that I've done, including this one. Other than that, thank you so much for stopping by and watching. I appreciate you, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.